Look at this little thumpy. Yes, good morning, happy Monday. You having a lie in? Oh, that is the kind of Monday you want to be having, isn't it? Look at that belly. Look at this long leg, like a supermodel. How did you become so wonderful? Look at those spotty belly. Very tired, aren't you? Oh, you have your Monday morning lie-in. Some people like that kind of thing, Lummy. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. No, I'm not in bed in the same way that Looney is. I wish I was, but no, we have been up since what time? About 6:30, I think, and I had a very, very good night's sleep, although I'm looking a little bit pale today because I have only just applied my tan for the day and I'm waiting for it to just develop a little bit. But you're probably going to hear a lot of voices around the house today, just in the background, because it's a very exciting week. Firstly, because a lot of shops have now reopened. I know that a lot of practices, like dental practices and things like that, are reopening. Things are starting to feel like normal. You would have seen in our last vlog that Carrie and I went to the garden centre. So garden centres aren't like, it felt quite normal when we were there. So that was really lovely, actually. Just felt like normal life again. That was probably one of the nicest weekends I've had in a long time. And my goodness, we need to clean the insides of our windows. Hopefully our window cleaner will do that the next time they're here. We also start work this week in the house, kind of in the house, sort of in the house. So our electricians, Can Electrical, is in the basement at the moment. They're obviously outside in the courtyards. They are making sure that all of the wiring and electrics are in place for the area downstairs to begin, which starts on Thursday, I believe. It was supposed to start today, but I think that there's been a slight delay with the guys that are doing it. The first thing that's going down is the new floor, which I'm so excited about, and then the composite cladding will go up. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get one of those self-contained water features. I saw them at Burford and I loved them, so I think that's what we're going to get down there, a nice little self-contained water feature, so that if any like wildlife does get down there, because we do get some frogs down there sometimes, and I know that Ali gets quite upset if they don't make it or get to live down there. So we're going to get that, and just some pots and some plants so that the team downstairs can enjoy it, especially when the weather is like this. That's another thing. I think that from this week we will also be having some of our team come back to work. It's going to be obviously like limited, so Ali will be having his manager, and obviously my manager Carrie will be coming back to work as well. It's a very slow process, and we have the ability in this house, should anybody want to come back to work, we have always had the ability to say you can actually socially distance. We have a self-contained bathroom downstairs which is clear. We made sure that we cleared that of any furniture. It used to be my room of doom. There is nothing in there anymore, and I can prove that. We also have access down there, and it means that we've got coffee machines, we've got fridges down there, we even put a microwave down there, so should people want to socially distance down there, they are able to, and we've put that in place. So it's weird, it's different, it's a new normal, but it's exciting that life is starting to sort of come back in some respect. I know that I'm doing things that are hopefully going to give me a bit of a sense of calm in my life. I don't want to go back to the craziness, and I know that I've spoken about this a lot on this channel, so I'm not going to keep going into it. I think that we have all of us have realised what it's like to just take 5, and I know that a lot of people notice the difference in me and how calm I am. I feel like it's not just me sitting down recounting what I'm doing in a moment that I've got 5 minutes to tell you. I feel like I'm actually like taking you around with me, and it's enjoyable and it's nice and it's not frantic, and I don't feel frantic. So yeah, anyway, it's good to be doing that. I am wearing one of my favorite linen dresses. I can't remember the name of it. I got it from Net-a-Porter. I'll link it down below. It's the blue one that kind of has the crossback detailing to it. I wanted to wear my, what's it called? My Boohoo one, which I love, but it needs to be washed because I wore it in the garden yesterday. We finished off all of the, what is that orange thing in the garden? Oh, the lights are on because the electricians are here. I was like, why is our lights on in the woodland? But they've obviously got them on to see what works and stuff, because one of the lights in our basement didn't even work. It didn't even have cables to it. We're getting plug sockets down there. Lots of stuff is happening. So it's going to be quite sort of busy in that area, and I'm going to be obviously documenting the whole process with you so that you can see it transform into hopefully a very lovely place, and a place that really reflects kind of the house and looks nice. And then at 5 o'clock today, once my video has gone live, I have my call with Claire Topman. I'm gonna try and vlog that and maybe talk you through the process of it, because there's just like, I'm just really, really excited. We're actually gonna be looking at my patio as well, because my patio is it's got a lot of potential to be something more, and there's a lot of space that I don't really know what I'm doing with it. I've got my lovely dining tables there. I'd love to get the Oxenwood dining table out there, because that to me is just so beautiful. They're very expensive and I may just have to treat myself to it at some point, but I want also to get like a nice seating area and like some sofas. We've got our lounges, and just get some pots out there and some more plants, because I'm just loving plants at the moment. Hopefully we're gonna have a big chat through all of that, and I'm paying to have Claire's services. This isn't something that's free at all, and I was really quite adamant about that, but I did also want to document the process of it. But like I said, like paying customer, and I've like been counting down the minutes until we have this call, because I'm so excited. You would have seen me speak about it in a previous video and shown you what she's capable of in terms of like curb appeal. So yeah, anyway, I need to wash my hands because I need to get my tan off my hands, and I'm going to crack on with my day. Miss Grayson is cooking up a storm in the kitchen, and look at this weather. It is an absolutely glorious day. I'm so sad that this is going to be the last day of sunshine for about 4 days. Ali is out in the woodland, and if you can see just about there-ish, I'm not sure if I can point to her, but Lumi is just sat surveying her kingdom, looking in the bushes. Ali's doing a shoot. We've still got our tiles waiting here to go down. Work is commencing as we speak down there. It's a busy day, but we're all going to be having lunch outside today. Obviously socially distanced, we need to space this out a little bit more, but we make sure that we're giving everyone space, as they should have. These ones are for Ali and I, because I don't care if he's got cuties, I will take them. Socially distanced. All of those lovely flowers. Yes, I know what you're thinking. I'm wearing the dress that I said was not clean to wash, but I need to get a picture in it because I need to get my thumbnail. So I'm just waiting for a good time of day to get my thumbnail, because it's a little bit sunny at the moment, as if that's ever anything that I think is a bad thing. But as they say, a parcel a day keeps the sadness away. I don't know who said that, but whoever they were, they understood me, and we have some parcels. I'm really hopeful that this one is from a brand that I'm actually really excited to tell you about. I know I've said this before on my channel, but this isn't just about me telling you about the brands you already know about. This is about discovering new brands. So I'm really, fingers crossed, hoping. I don't know though, I could have got that all wrong. So let's get into it and find out. This is from Ochre, and I've just had an email from them to say that it's a little gift to say cheers, because I've been a customer of Ochre for a very long time. I kind of just always spoke about them and they didn't really know who I was. But I think they've sent me a couple of things in the past. So they're a brand that I love and I've always loved. And so I think this is to celebrate their 21st year. So I don't know what's inside, but I'm gonna get in. Ooh, what's in here? Ooh, champagne flutes. I'm guessing we shall be toasting to their birthday. Ooh, very different champagne flutes. Ooh, blue champagne flutes. How cute are they? Oh, happy birthday, Ochre. I'm sorry that you're having a lockdown birthday. Sad times, but you know, I had a lockdown birthday too, so it's alright. I did alright, so you'll do alright. Let's have a look in this one. Please, 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 please be this, because I know that they tried to send it and something happened. I think it must have got lost. Although I see mud. I Does that mean that these are muddy? Do you know what? I think I know what this is, and it's totally not what I thought it was. I think this is something that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace. Another little shish kebab. Yeah. I know Facebook Marketplace packaging if ever I've seen it. And it's usually a little bit makeshift like this. So I found a really beautiful antique frame on Facebook. Well, I don't know if it's antique, but it's old. And so hopefully I'll either keep what's inside of it or have something different put inside of it. But this was the chunkiest frame I've ever seen. It's very pretty. Like, do you know what I loved? I loved the fact that the frame was pretty much bigger than the actual piece of art itself. But this is it. Look how beautiful that is. And I actually really like what's inside there as well. And it's all set to be hung, but look at that frame. Oh, gorgeous. I'm gonna see what it looks like in the living room. Heavy. Carrie also made cupcakes, which she says are healthy cupcakes. So I'm going to test them out. I'm going to be guinea pig and find out if they're any good. Mmm. 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 Good job, Cowie. Good job. Hi. You can't really see me, but that's because I've got my hands full with my iPad. I am just about to sit down with my call, with Claire Topman. Do I call her? Or is she calling me? Call in. I'm calling in, okay. Sorry, I'm fangirling so hard right now, I'm really sorry. So this is very exciting for me. I've been looking forward to this call, you have no idea, so. I think it's kind of easy to think, oh yeah, I'll just put this here. And then when you realise that it's such a permanent thing and it really, like, it's gonna cost a lot of money, I wanna make sure that I'm getting it right. So, yeah, thank you so much for fitting me in. I know I've already said that, but I wanna say it again. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. No, someone messaged me and they said you don't want it to look like a pea on a drum. And the ones that I bought, they definitely would have looked like peas on drums. The thing that I've learned with houses is like what you want to have, you can never have because it always costs too much. But this is like, I get to have exactly what it is that I want, and actually we're not doing the stuff that we thought we were gonna have to do. I hope not. Perfect. That's brilliant. I'm just over the moon. I don't think my husband's gonna believe me when I tell him. I don't think he's gonna believe me. It's like a glossy marble, like creamy marble floor, but it's horrendous. It's obviously been cleaned with some kind of agent before we moved in that has like tarnished it. The grout is disgusting. You've seen what's there and you've been like, no, this is how you make sense of all that. I think that's the thing that I struggle with, is making sense of what is inside. Does that make sense? And you've made sense of what it is I wanted in my head but don't know how to execute. That's basically what makes sense to me. And it's amazing. Ali's decided he's sitting on the armchair.
Nothing like making a temporary cat. Ready? 3, 2, 1, exposed.
A little hump in the blanket. Oh dear.
You know what I mean? She's doing a roast chicken.
Is she? Look at the little hump. Did she turn round?
That's her bum.
Yes, so she turned round.
Yeah, so she can see the ground.
Oh, I can see her little head poking out at the end. Lulu? Are you okay? Right, instead of ignoring you for the rest of the evening, I finished up my phone call with Claire and oh my goodness, how excited have I been, babe?
unbelievably excited.
Literally, wasn't I like, I was chomping at the bit, like...
Yeah, I just got through the door and I just wasn't hearing the end of it.
Yeah. But we're on the same page, you're in on it, aren't you?
I think, yeah, I've seen the design ideas and I think that it's going to look good.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'm going to chill out, relax on the sofa, watch some TV, and I'm going to fill you in on everything in the morning. So I'll see you then. Oh, I've gone blurry. It's the camera telling me that I need to go. Bye. Good morning, everyone. I am just about to get my face on for the day because today we're going to London. We are driving to London, face masks and all. I need to go to the dentist for an appointment about my braces. Obviously, I've had no filing done since the first time I had it done, and I am in need. I probably stopped being able to move up to different retainers, I'd say about 2 months ago, and I've been stuck on retainer 9. I tried to go up to retainer 10, but the way I would wake up in the morning, it would hurt so much. And the retainers didn't really fit properly because I need more filing done basically. So today's probably not gonna be a very nice day for me, but we're driving down. Carrie's going down as well because she's starting her Invisalign treatment. So that's really exciting for her as well. She's obviously going with Rona as well. Oh, also, one of my videos went up last night, so I thought that I would like give you a bit of an update of things before I go into last night. Obviously, I've got a lot of questions about Glow, and I've not really mentioned it because, like I said, I kind of wanted everything to just fade, and we can just pick that up. Like, we have delayed this launch so many times, and for me, I know what we have to do in these situations, and to not cause any sort of like hype or make any more promises that we obviously unforeseenly haven't been able to keep, we just pulled the launch and regrouped on the matter and sort of brainstormed what we're going to do. So just to sort of let you know that Glow will be launching this Thursday, providing that it's the right time and there aren't any issues with, you know, globally. We just don't want our brand to be something that confuses that. Obviously, I've tried to keep as much as possible close to my chest because I am well aware that not keeping things close to your chest can lead to other situations, you know, like clashing with other launches and things like that. And so I don't want to do that either because I'd like to show people the that kind of respect. So yeah, we've regrouped on things, and Glow will be launching this Thursday. I'm obviously very nervous about it, and I feel very like insecure about it, despite the fact that I use the products pretty much every morning. So for me, it's just a bit, it causes me a lot of anxiety, but I'm confident in the same breath that you guys are going to love it, and I don't need to sit here and hype it up to you and make a big hoo-ha about it because I think that lots of you are going to enjoy it anyway. So yeah, stay tuned for Thursday, and we will be obviously seeding everything across the next sort of week. So yeah, sorry if you felt that I didn't sort of handle that right. We just handled it as a team the best way that we sort of felt. And we didn't want the launch of Glow being anything that took away from like the important conversations that were happening at that time. And I know that people were excited and people were disappointed. Some of the messages that I received were obviously quite intense. Some of them were quite hurtful, but I know and stand by the decisions that we made in that, other than putting the video out on the Monday, is exactly what I felt needed to be done. So yeah, and like I said, it's not like it's not something I've done before. We delayed because of links. Obviously you maybe didn't know so much about that, but I had to delay huge amounts of the project because links went missing, and that was my priority, and I just couldn't focus on it anymore. And then obviously when COVID happened, we were like, well, you know, this is not the right time. And then of course, when we were coming out of COVID, we were planning to sort of progress with it then, and we had the Black Lives Matter movement, and that was just way more important. So also for us, this takes a lot of planning and strategizing, and for me, it wasn't something that I would be like, right, let's cancel it and then let's pick it up really flippantly. No, I wanted us to properly regroup and plan it properly, and that takes time, and I'm not going to rush it. So maybe that's to my own detriment, but whatever. So anyway, I hope you're looking forward to Thursday, and obviously I'm not promising that it will launch because I know that it's very possible that something could happen and that might not happen, but Thursday is the day that we have set. and my video is prepped and planned and ready to go live kind of thing. So it's all good in the hood. So I hope you're excited. Let me know in the comments if you are. I know that there are lots of people that think that they know what it is that I'm launching. So far people have got like they've definitely guessed the genre-ish that it moves into, but they haven't actually got it. Some people think that I'm launching my own Viteri CC serum, guys, and they're furious about it, like tagging Viteri, like, why would you do this? Guys, seriously, don't do that. Don't do that. It's so silly, and it just causes unnecessary drama on my thing, because that's not what I'm launching. So anyway, that's that. You'll know more very, very soon, hopefully. So that's all good, and I hope that you like it and use it, and yeah. So anyway, last night was, quite honestly, I thought I was going to cry on the phone to Claire, because she totally understood my vision. And the most important thing was that she wasn't coming onto the call and being like, right, okay, so what you want, it's going to be really expensive. You're going to need to like double your budget. She has just saved us tens of thousands of pounds. So I think I maybe spoke about it, that we were planning to have the walls knocked down outside our house and rebuilt in a different like substance. We don't need to do that now, which means we don't need planning, because we can literally just make good of what is there. She's shown us a way of making good and just patching up and tidying up what's already there. So the biggest weight off my mind ever, and just such a great feeling to know that we can achieve what it is that we want without having to spend the fortune that we came very, very close. And I said to Ali, I was like, we almost booked it in, and I said to him, I was like, do you know what, I want to get someone to just make sure that we're doing the right thing with this, and I want to find someone. And obviously I followed Claire for ages, and like I said, I feel like I need to keep reiterating, I've paid her in full for her time, and I've paid for the service that I've received from her. She was just the first person that I was like, I remember I saw this thing that she did on her Instagram, and she put a beautiful kitchen in, and she was like, guess how much this kitchen cost? And I was like, easily 50k. And it was like the lowest one, I think it was like under 20k. And she'd just done it the right way. So if you're looking to have your kitchen done, or anything like bathrooms or anything like that, she does all of that kind of stuff, and she's really, really savvy with it, but still achieves that really high-end look. So anyway, she's done that with the walls. We're not changing the flower beds, not even touching them. That doesn't even need to change. And the only thing that we need to sort planning of, which I think we need to sort planning of, we're submitting the plans to the office that we use today for our oak porch, and they're going to let us know basically. But as it stands, it's all very sort of like cosmetic, and it's so weird. We were both on the same page, like the lights that when we went to Burford the other day, I looked at some lights, and she basically sent over very, very similar lights, and the pots that she's chosen for around the house and on the patio were literally the pots that I nearly picked up and bought. So we were completely aligned with things, and it's really, really good. So I've got to buy 14 new outside lights, which I love. I'm going to be getting some wisteria as well to grow up the sides of the house that are quite exposed, some pots, and just have basically fixing up the walls that we have, and it's so exciting. So she's honestly saved us an absolute fortune, and we spent 2.5 hours on the phone, and at no point did I think to myself, oh my gosh, like she totally doesn't get what I'm envisioning here. Throughout the whole thing, I was like, I kept saying to her, I was like, oh my god, Claire, this is incredible. So it's a very exciting time. So we've spoken to the sort of tradesmen that we need to speak to today. Well, we've started speaking to them anyway. I'm going to be getting it's like the same front door, same style and everything, but a new one built with a better security system in it. So we've got Andy coming over tomorrow to go through things. Ali's been speaking to Ken. We need to find someone that can fix the render that's on our walls. I'm gonna have to get some paint samples. And it was so funny when Ali got back from his shoot, I was like chomping at the bit. I was like, literally, just stop what you're doing. I need to tell you because this is amazing. And I was very, very, very excited. I'm excited to see the changes come about, but I strongly, strongly suggest you either follow Claire, or if you are looking to either like build your own home and you want to have that curb appeal, or if you're looking at having like new kitchens made, or you want some cohesion in your house, Claire is amazing. She's not like an interior designer. I don't really know what it is she'd call herself. I need to probably ask her that. But she's incredibly talented, and it was just amazing. Such an eye-opening call, and I'm just, yeah, very, very happy. So I'm gonna finish off getting ready because I'm yabbering on and I need to be ready to go down to London. So I'm gonna get myself ready, me and my big brows, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, I'm currently out in the garden making an absolute mess, but we've had 2 deliveries this morning, and both for plants. I honestly don't know what's wrong with me, but I've unpacked them. I ordered 8 David Austin roses. I went for the Tranquility rose and also the Winchester Cathedral, both white roses, and then these are looking a little bit sad because they came from Amazon, but these are 6 lavender plants. And basically the reason why I've ordered some roses is I obviously realised how much happiness my roses give me over the archway. And my neighbour, who's very, very green-fingered, she gave me a little tour. You might have seen it. I think I've spoken about it on my channel already, but she gave me a little tour of her garden and she took me around all of her rose bushes. And so she then came round to mine and made suggestions for what we should do. And she suggested that in this area, please ignore the pallets, these are our Carpietra flooring for the little area down here. Oh, I haven't even shown you the update. So these are all of the electrics down here at the moment. So we found the lights and we're just waiting to order those. We're hopefully going to have a self-contained water feature in the middle there, just like a sort of a black grey slate one. We're going to have electrical points, so if people sit out here they can charge their phones, etc. So it's all systems are go. We're going to get pots and stuff for down there, but we're going to be moving these trees more towards the perimeter of the actual lawn. So all of these trees here are going to be moved over to there, and any flowers and plants that we're going to be moving from beds we're going to place around this fence here just to help conceal that fence. And this is going to become a little kind of rose garden around here. I might get some arches to go over the pathway here, but we're just sort of playing around with ideas at the moment. I think I might put in a flower bed just along that sleeper there as well, so that it's not quite so exposed. But that is why I picked up 8 of the David Austin roses. One of the things that I discussed with Claire was the planters at the front of the house, the flower beds, and we're going to be creating more symmetry in there. So using the buxus balls, is that what they're called, or buxom balls, buxus balls, I don't know. Using those as like centralizing points. There's one at the end, one in the middle, and one at each end of the flower beds, and then sort of making sure that it's like lavender that fills the rest of it, just to keep it smart and a little bit more structured. So I'm going to give these guys some water because they've been in transit here, but I actually bought one of these each for my grandma and my nonna as well. So I've completely changed my kind of approach to buying people flowers. I don't know if you remember when I got a bunch of flowers from my dentist for my birthday. They had bulbs on them and you could plant them, and I just thought that was such a lovely idea, because as much as I love receiving flowers, and I'm never saying that I don't enjoy it, but I love the idea of being able to plant the things, like the flowers that come in. So I bought my grandma one and I bought my nonna one as well, because they've both been struggling a lot during lockdown with just the sort of restrictions of it, because they have to do it obviously because they're more high risk. So I bought them one each and I sent it to them. I don't think they will have received it yet because it's taken me a few weeks to receive my roses, so hopefully I'm not killing their surprise here. But anyway, I'm going to fill up my watering can, give these guys a bit of water before we head to London, which I'm a bit nervous about. I haven't been to London in so long, I feel like We have just arrived into London. We've had to find somewhere to park, and we've ended up parking in an underground car park where people are so rich that they keep their classic cars parked under here all the time. There are some absolutely insane vehicles under here. Wowzers. We also have to walk a little way and I didn't bring a mask, so. After a few days I was able to move up for a liner, and then all of a sudden it just ground to a halt and I just couldn't do anything anymore. And so what happens now is that I get a lot of sensitivity on this side, because I know that that's where a lot of the pushing is. Because there's nowhere for it to move, it was getting jammed. It was just really sore. But now, even that, I can feel the release of that area, so it's good.
I'm really pleased, because when I show you before pictures, you're going to see the difference. I mean, I know you can already.
Oh, I can see it already. 10.
We need 10, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So I'm going to put 10 back in the box.
7.
Definitely need to have an organisation for this. Let's see. So that one here is...
If I look tired, it's because I fell asleep on the journey back. Carrie kindly drove us back and, well, she drove us there and back. And I'm a nightmare in cars. If I'm being driven, I was honestly like, I was on my phone, I was like, I'm falling asleep. So I had a sleep, and I fell asleep as we got onto the M1, and then I fell asleep about 50 yards before we got off the M1, and it was great. I've come back to a very, very clean and tidy home. I've just cleared out the flowers that were dying from my bouquet that came from Arabella, London, and just clustered all my peonies together there. These guys, I'm not so sure if these are gonna bloom. This one isn't, but these are sort of coming along. I'm gonna change the water on those actually. Ali has just informed me that he is going to barbecue us some dinner. Just checking on these little sproutlings. This little guy has appeared from nowhere. I don't know if he's gonna show up that well on camera, but this little sprout here, I don't know what it is, I can't remember. I'm hoping that's my basil. Oh, I see more sprouts. There's a little one there. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Guys, you have no idea. There's more here. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's lots coming up. I can't even remember what I put in here. Either this is mint or it's some basil and another herb that I can't actually remember what it is. I can't see anything happening in here as of yet. These are my two little planters here, but I want them to grow up big and strong. But oh my goodness, this is just too exciting for words. Is it bad if I like help him along? I don't know what is happening here though. Oh wowzers. It is all go here. Yeah, so Ali's told me that he is going to do dinner. I have some planning to do. We've obviously sorted everything out for the front of the house, and now I've just bought some samples of paint just to touch up, and Ali has made some appointments about the oak porch. Oh, there's a big wash load going on as well at the moment. The house is just immaculately clean because my cleaners came, so we are working our way through. Aha, towels are done. Fabulous. Yeah, so London was just, it was so weird. Like, I can't even express to you how bizarre it was. I think it made me realise how much of a bubble I have been kind of living in out here, and both Carrie and I felt exactly the same. It was like, it made it feel very, very real, even though people were like out and about and walking around London, that everyone was wearing masks. Like, I actually cannot get over how good they were at the dentist. So we walked in, this is the first time this has happened. We walked in, they made us put on protective shoe coverings. They made us sanitize our hands, and they took our temperature. We then had to sign forms as well. I could not believe how seriously they were taking it, and that's the first time that's happened anywhere. So that was really, really good to see that they were taking it so seriously. And Rona, bless her, was like covered from, you probably would have seen her in the cutaways, like of her covered in her PPE, like clear plastic masks and stuff like that. But I've had my teeth filed at the bottom because basically I reached the point where my teeth couldn't move anymore. So I've been really lucky with my teeth. They've like been moving so quickly, but I knew as soon as I needed more filing, and it was just like, you put your retainer in and it hurts, and then the pain kind of subsides. It stopped doing that because this is the main area. As you might remember, it used to look like I didn't have a tooth there, and now it's slowly getting like pushed in, but I definitely feel the pressure there the most. Yeah, there was nowhere for the teeth to kind of move to and like slot in place, so I needed to have more filing. Now I'm on retainer 10, and hopefully I can just keep kind of going with it and now see it through to the end, because I've got a 21-week treatment and I'm on retainer 10. I was really far ahead before COVID hit. I think I was on week 10 when I should have been on week 7 or something ridiculous like that. So I was really pushing through. So I'm gonna keep doing that, but my teeth already, like, they just look so good. So I'm actually now looking back at all of the nasty comments that people made about my teeth, and I'm like, ah. No, it's one of those things, isn't it? I never really thought about it. And now that I've had it done, it's a good thing, I guess. Turning those negatives into positives. And then I'm gonna have my composite bonding, which should be good. It should be good. Rona's just absolutely amazing. Like, Carrie's going with her as well. Carrie just like okayed her plan. So her first trays are gonna be sent out to her, and then she's gonna have to go back in like 6 weeks, I think, to have her buttons, attachments put on the side. So that's good. I'm going to sit down and do a little bit of planning around the house. Today I have ordered the paint samples. I've ordered the new lights for the outside of the house. Ali's sorting the planning applications, and now I've got to do some other stuff. So yeah, just lots of good stuff.